Hi everyone, welcome to the Yoga Wild YouTube channel. My name is Tera. The pronouns I use are she, her. This is movement medicine. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Today for our class, we're going to pull a card from the medicine card deck. And this deck is written by Jamie Sands, who is a part of the Iroquois and Cherokee nations, and by David Carson, who is of the Choctaw people. So they have together collaborated, created this deck, and they draw on their own traditions, but then also that of others. Their intention is to help us begin or continue the process of connecting to Mother Earth and her creatures. Before we get started, I am going to select a card for us. While I shuffle, take a moment to grab any props that you need for this class. I recommend 2 blocks if you have them available to you. If not, maybe you have 2 thick books or something of the sort that can be used as blocks. And feel free to grab a blanket if you know you like that under the knees or over the body in Savasana. Today, we are going to be led by the power of the mouse, which I keep choosing recently, so obviously it has something to say. Take a moment and find yourself in a comfortable seated position. So for me, I like to place a block underneath my sit bones to lift my hips slightly. And then take a moment to find a comfortable place for your hands and your arms, maybe the palms on your thighs or perhaps the hands in your lap. And then settle the gaze downward or close the eyes altogether. And let us take a moment to bring in the power, the wisdom of the mouse. Before I begin reading, start to bring your awareness to your breath. Taking time to notice how you've arrived, what the breath feels like in your body, without judgment or the need to change it, simply noticing. Mouse, if I could see the world through your tiny eyes, maybe then I would know how to scrutinize. Every detail carries weight, and true to its purpose has its perfect puzzle place to stop the 3-ring circle. Mouse says, I will touch everything with my whiskers in order to know it. Paradoxically, this is both a great power and a great weakness. It is good medicine to see up close. It is good medicine to pay attention to the details, but it is bad medicine to chew up every little thing to pieces. Take a large inhale. An open mouth, send it out. This time, inhale through your nose. Through your nose, let it go. Keep breathing like this, in and out through your nose. Mouse is a powerful medicine to have in modern times. Things that might appear insignificant to others take on enormous importance to mouse. The chiefs tell us that without mouse, there would be no systemization of knowledge. Mouse ended Renaissance man and hearkened to the age of specialization. Mouse knew from the very beginning that there is always more to learn. One can always delve deeper and deeper and deeper. Take another long breath in and slowly exhale. If at any point during our practice you need to come back here to a seated position, to bring yourself back to presence, you're welcome to do so. You can always take Savasana or child's pose. As you feel ready, shift over your legs, move any props from out from underneath you, and find tabletop. Hands and knees. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops down, draw the heart forward, look forward. And then exhale, cat. Round through the spine, tuck your tail and your chin towards center. Keep moving like this with breath. Inhaling for cow and exhaling for cat. And you can continue like this, back and forth. And if you want to, feel free to add more. You can press your hips back. Make circles through your torso, move your head and your neck. It's up to you. Just starting to warm up the body and notice how you've arrived today. Which parts of yourself call for more attention? Which parts want more rest? Take another round of breath with movement. And then find your way back to tabletop with a neutral spine. From here, press into your palms so that your shoulders start to turn on, and then pull the shoulder blades towards your rib cage. Firm up the core and tuck your toes under. Getting ready for a hovering tabletop. Lift the knees about an inch or two. Hold here and breathe. Now, if at any point you need extra grounding, the knees can always come down. You're not too far away from the floor. So hold here. See if we can stay steady with our breath, even as the body starts to get a little warmer and maybe there's a bit of a tremble, a shake. Allowing it to be there. Carefully step your feet back to plank. You can always set the knees down here in plank. Hold and breathe. Lengthen the inhales and slow the exhales. From here, step the feet back in, hovering tabletop. One breath. And then exhale, let the knees come down. Whew. And then inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come back to neutral. We're going to do it just one more time with a little less holding. So tuck the toes under. Press yourself away from the earth. Pull the shoulder blades towards the rib cage. Hover the knees for a moment. And then step the feet back to plank. Toes or knees. Hold for a breath. Exhale, feet come in, hovering table. Hold for one breath. And then exhale, knees come down. On your own, take a cat and a cow. Move yourself back to neutral. And from here, extend your right leg straight behind you. So a 3-point tabletop. Take a moment to notice where your body's at in space. Sometimes when we extend our leg behind us, all of a sudden the hip will start to lift. If you notice that happening, see if you can bring the right hip in line with the left. From there, activate the right leg. Keep pressing yourself away from the mat. One more inhale. And then exhale, step your right foot beside your right thumb. Grounded lunge. Now, the left hand can either stay on the floor this way, or we can place a block underneath our hand. From here, reach your right arm high, twist open. Breathe. Reach up towards the ceiling, lengthen your spine. Firm up the legs, pull your inner thighs towards center, engage the core, lift all the way up, shoulders over hips to an open twist. Woo, your balance might be a little challenged like mine was. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, revolve. Reach your right hand towards your back heel. Lift your left arm high. Breathe. Press into your front foot. Once again, pull the inner thighs towards center. Reach through both ends of your fingertips. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, circle sweep both hands down to the floor. Move the block if you had it. And then extend the right leg straight behind you. Again, 3-point tabletop. Find your balance, and from here, start to reach your left fingertips forward. And if you feel steady and ready, lift your left arm up. Left fingertips pull towards the front of your mat. Balancing table hold. Keep pressing through the right hand. Point your right hip down. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Bring it into center. Squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, pull it to center. This time, inhale, reach and hold. Breathe here. Steady yourself. Find your breath. And as you exhale, hand and foot or knee come down. I'm going to move to the other side. Extend your left leg straight behind you. 3-point tabletop. Press yourself away from the mat. Firm up the belly. Firm up your left leg. Point the left hip down. Hold here and breathe. So taking this moment to really notice where our body is at. This is that moment when we can use the medicine of the mouse to add a little scrutiny to what's happening in our physical being, and then maybe what's happening in our mind and with our breath. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, pull your left foot forward beside your left thumb. So we're in a grounded lunge. Now, if you would like to, place the block underneath your right hand. Reach your left arm high, open twist. Breathe here. Reach up through your left fingertips so that the right hand gets a little bit lighter. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Press down through your front left foot. Get ready and lift. Wide open twist, shoulders over hips. Reach forward and back. Steady yourself. And then revolve. Reach back hand towards back heel. Lift the right arm high. Keep breathing. Notice if we're holding tension in our face or our neck, where can we invite a little more softness? Take another inhale. Then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, move any props away, and extend your left foot behind you. 3-point tabletop. Find your balance, make any adjustments you need to. Point your left hip down, and as you're ready, start to walk your right fingertips towards the front of your mat. And if you would like to add more, reach your right arm high. Reach for the front of the room or the mat. Balancing table. Hold here. Press yourself away from the mat. Extending from your fingertips to your toes, take an inhale. Exhale, bring knee to elbow. Inhale and reach. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. This time, hold, exhale, and breathe. One more inhale. And then exhale, tabletop. From here, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a moment to really settle into your pose. Maybe you pedal the feet out, bend the knees right and left. You can adjust the hands, the width of the feet, finding a place where you feel a little more grounded, perhaps a bit more stable. You're welcome to keep a gentle bend in the knees. Keep lifting the hips higher. Let the heels be heavy. Big breath in. And open mouth, let it go. Seal the lips, come back to breath. From here, reach your right leg high, 3-legged dog. So similar to in that 3-point table, notice what happens with your right hip. If it starts to open, see if you can point it down towards the floor. Activate the right foot, the right leg. Keep pressing into your palms, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, start to shift forward, plant the right foot beside the right thumb. Lunge. Settle into your lunge, and again, if you would like to, grab a block, place it underneath the left hand. Inhale, open twist, reach the right arm high. Exhale, breathe here. Activate through the legs, make any adjustments you need to your feet. Start to firm up the legs just like we did in our grounded variation. Get ready and lift. Shoulders over hips. Open twisted crescent. Pull your right hip back in space. Press down through your front foot. Inhale. Exhale, revolve. Reach the front arm high. The back arm reaches towards your back heel. Inhale. And then exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Press the right foot back, 3-legged dog. Inhale here. And as you exhale, start to shift forward. Draw the right knee in towards your belly or chest. 2 more times. Inhale, press back. 3-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward. Draw the knee up and in. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, knee comes up and in. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, press back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Long exhale. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Lift the left leg up, three-legged dog, hold and breathe. Taking this moment to really notice the details of your pose, of your body, where your hips are at in space, what's happening in your hands, in your shoulders. Inhale. And then as you exhale, start to shift forward. Step your left foot beside your left thumb, lunge. If you want to use that block, place it underneath the right hand. I like it. It gives me a little more lift and length through the spine. Inhale, open twist. Reach the left arm high. Exhale, hold. Breathe. Reaching up. Lengthening through your spine. Activate the legs. From here, lift up. Open, twisted crescent, shoulders over hips. Might get a little wobbly. That's all right. That's all part of it. Pull your right hip forward or left hip back. The right knee might be a little bit bent. Inhale. And then exhale, revolve. Front arm up. Back arm towards back heel. One last inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Plant them to the mat, step back, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, start to shift forward. Draw the right knee in towards your belly or chest. Pull it up. Inhale, press back. Exhale, shift forward. Draw the knee in. Last time. Inhale, press back. Exhale, come forward. Shoulders over wrists. Pull the knee up. Inhale, press it back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, shift forward to plank, toes or knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat on your belly. Untuck your toes, engage the legs, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, low cobra, lift the head and the chest. And exhale, lower back down. Tuck the toes. Inhale, plank, straighten the arms, toes or knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a long breath out. From downward facing dog, inhale. And then as you exhale, shift forward to plank. From your toes to your knees, we're gonna lower down really, really slow. So begin to bend your elbows to the count of 4. Lowering for 3. Moving with intention for 2. All the way on the ground in 1. Reach your arms behind you, palms face down, untuck the toes. Inhale, locust, lift the head, the chest, the arms, the legs, rise up, breathe here. Reach back towards your heels, send the gaze down so the back of your neck is long. Activate both of your legs, see if they can lift just 1 millimeter higher. Inhale, and exhale, lower. We're gonna flow 2 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, set yourself down gently. Last time, inhale, lift, locust pose, and exhale, lower. Bring one ear to the mat, belly down, Savasana, flip your palms to face up. If you'd like to, you can shift your hips side to side. Take a long breath in and a slow breath out. And then shift so the opposite ear is on the mat. Feel free to stay here longer if you'd like. Otherwise, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Knees are gonna go wide, big toes to touch. Options with your arms and your hands. You can reach your arms forward, bring your forehead to the mat, or make a pillow with your hands, placing the forehead on the hands. Of course, you can always use a block here or a blanket under your head as well. Breathe deeply into your rib cage, expanding out wide, right and left. Let your exhales be slower than your inhales. Take one more cycle of breath at your own pace. And then press yourself up. Bring your feet out from underneath you and scoot yourself down your mat so that you can lie back in a supine position. Bend at the knees, let the soles of the feet find the earth. Bring the feet to about hip-width distance. And then from here, we'll move up into bridge pose. Press into the feet, lift the hips. Hold and breathe. Press it down through the inner edges of your feet. Activate the legs. Keep lifting the hips up higher towards the ceiling. Find your breath. Notice what happens as we move into stillness, holding a pose, where your mind goes, where the thoughts take you, and see if you can intentionally return yourself back to present, to this moment, to all the sensations that accompany the pose. Lift a little bit higher, and then slowly lower yourself all the way back to the mat, letting the hips rest down on the floor. Draw your knees in towards your belly or chest. And then we'll take supine twist. Arms go out wide like a T. Legs fall over to the left. Notice what's happening in your upper body. The right shoulder might start to lift, and maybe you can readjust to reground through the right and the left shoulder. Feel free to soften the eyes and the face. Maybe you close the eyes altogether. Bringing some awareness, the sensation of your heart and your chest, the depth and the length of your breath. Maybe the noises around you. Bring your legs back to center. And then supine twist other side. Knees fall right. And again, readjust through your shoulders and your upper body to find as much groundedness through both shoulders as possible for you today. Create some space in between your molars. Let your tongue be heavy. Invite the breath all the way down to your belly. Softly bring your legs back to center. Draw the knees in. Bring your hands to your shins. Take a big inhale. Hug yourself tightly. Maybe you draw the forehead to the knees. And then open mouth, exhale, Savasana, corpse pose. Legs go out long, arms by your sides, palms face up. Allowing your whole body to be heavy against the mat or the floor. Taking a moment to get settled, to adjust. And if you'd like to, grab a blanket, place it under your head or your body. Finding the most comfortable position for you today. Release any control of your breathing. If mouse is in your card spread, its medicine is telling you to scrutinize. Look at yourself and others carefully. The message is to see what is right before your eyes and to take action accordingly. What might you be missing? What could you look at a little more closely in yourself, in those around you, in your life, and take action from that place? Mouse knew from the very beginning that there is always more to learn. One can always delve deeper and deeper and deeper. How is this true in your yoga practice? Where does this show up in your personal life off of the mat? You're more than welcome to stay in Savasana longer if you feel called to. If you're ready to reawaken, to restart your day, invite movement slowly back into your body. And with the eyes soft or closed, carefully press yourself up to a seated position. I'll invite you from here to share a breath with me and with all the people practicing our class today. Together, let's exhale the air from our mouth. Through your mouth, press the air out on purpose. Through your nose, inhale and fill up. Hold the breath at the top for just a moment, and then open mouth, sigh. Allow your natural breath cycle to resume. I invite you to place one hand or palm to your chest, your heart. Perhaps you take the second, place it over the first. Taking this moment to connect to first, perhaps your physical heart. Maybe go a little deeper, that heart space, the seat of connection, of intuition, of compassion. As we move through our practice, as we move through our life in the world, may we have the strength and the courage to honor the interconnection between us and all beings and all things on this earth, while also honoring the individuality, the uniqueness between all things, so that we may take action that together creates a more just and a more equitable world. It's with love that I bow my head to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for practicing. It was wonderful to get to practice with you today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like or share with a friend. Otherwise, maybe you comment below what came up for you around scrutinizing. What are you looking into in your life just a little more deeply?